Jelly Roll, a well-known figure in the country music industry, ventured outside of the music industry for an unexpected partnership. To add insult to injury, he disclosed that he had also cheated on his wife, Bunnie. This revelation was even more shocking. She finally spoke out about the challenging time in their marriage where she had been silent. Affair that Jelly Roll is regretting. When Jelly Roll was still in the process of developing his career, he met the woman who would later become his wife, Bunnie, in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was during one of his concerts in 2016 that he made the proposal to her, and the couple went on to get married on the same evening in a small wedding chapel. In the year 2023, they went back to the same chapel in order to renew their vows and reaffirm their commitment to one another. Both of them are never too far away. During his tours, she frequently travels with him, including the tour with Post Malone that took him to a foreign country for the very first time this summer. Many of his followers are interested in their relationship. One of Jelly Roll's children from a previous relationship is currently residing with the couple on a property in Nashville, Tennessee. It can appear like their relationship is flawless, but appearances aren't always accurate. In a revelation that came as a complete surprise to everyone, Jelly Roll admitted that he has not always been true to his wife of 9 years. At the beginning of this week, the singer, known for Son of a Sinner, revealed that there was a challenging time in the beginning of their marriage. That he had cheated on his wife, Bunnie, was the thing that he regretted the most in his adult life, according to him. In the past, she made a passing reference to overcoming a difficult period, but she never provided any specifics. In addition, Jelly Roll did not provide any particulars on the incident whatsoever. On the other hand, he stated that although he does regret it, he does not really regret it because it ultimately strengthened their love. I wish our story would have gone in the way that it never had an affair, and I'm in a lot of ways glad that it happened, but man, I'm proud of who we are today, he remarked. The revelation that Jelly Roll had been unfaithful to his wife spread shockwaves among his audience when it was made public. A number of ladies voiced their disapproval of Bunnie decision to remain with the artist by commenting on her social media posts or sending her notes. Unexpectedly, Bunnie responded to some of the remarks that were submitted on her Instagram story by reposting them. Giving her hubby a second chance is something she does not regret doing. According to what she stated, it actually takes a stronger woman to face pain head-on, do the work, and rebuild with the man she loves, rather than running or gossiping, instead of running away or gossiping. After a few hours, the screenshots that she shared were removed from her Instagram story in an automated fashion. On the other hand, Bunnie is going to respond by clapping her hands. People who were skeptical about her relationship with Jelly Roll were the target audience for a mysterious quote that she shared. The insightful saying stated, "Make sure that you are disgusted by your own sins as much as you are about the sins of others." In the beginning of 2026, Bunnie will publish a book that may provide additional insight into the reasons why she continued to be with Jelly Roll after he had cheated on her. Beginning on Tuesday, February 10, 2026, Stripped Down, Unfiltered and Unapologetic will be available for purchase at bookstores. For weeks, fans of Bunnie and Jelly Roll have been trying to make sense of the whirlwind of headlines surrounding the couple. Jelly Roll's candid admission about his past infidelity shook the internet almost instantly, prompting endless speculation, judgment, and concern for the couple's future. But as the noise grew louder, one person remained completely silent, Bunnie. That silence ended today. In a moment that felt raw, unfiltered, and deeply human, Bunnie finally broke her silence, delivering a message that was not only unexpected but packed with honesty, strength, and vulnerability. Her response paints a fuller picture of a relationship that has weathered storms few could survive, and it reveals a side of their love story that the public has never fully understood. A past that never stayed buried. Jelly Roll's admission wasn't a revelation to Bunnie. What shocked the public had been a part of their private reality long before cameras or headlines entered the conversation. Jelly Roll has always spoken openly about his troubled past, years filled with addiction, chaos, instability, and self-destruction. But this time, the confession hit differently. It forced the world to confront the contrast between the lovable, charismatic artist they see on stage and the deeply flawed man he once was. Bunnie had known about the cheating for years. She lived through it, processed it, and ultimately made the choice to stay. But while the world was only now reacting, her journey had unfolded long before the public ever knew her name. Bunnie's statement, not defensive, not weak, honest when she finally spoke, Bunnie didn't lash out, defend unnecessarily, or fall into dramatics. Instead, she chose a tone that was controlled, grounded, and surprisingly soft. She acknowledged the pain but refused to let it define her or her marriage. She explained that forgiveness wasn't a single moment, but a process she had to walk through step by step. She had to grieve the version of the relationship she thought she had, confront the pain her husband caused, and decide for herself whether the man standing in front of her today was worth the fight. Her answer was yes, but it wasn't blind loyalty. In her statement, she shared that she did not stay because she was weak or infatuated or afraid to walk away. She stayed because Jelly Roll owned his mistakes, sought help, changed his life, and continues to prove daily that he is not the man he once was. Her message made it clear that her choice was rooted in strength, not dependency. Love that survives the worst. It would be easy for outsiders to view Bunnie as a victim or someone holding on to a broken relationship. But the truth is far more complex. Their relationship did not begin in a perfect place. Both came from pasts filled with trauma, survival, and emotional scars. Their love was not built on flawless beginnings. It was built on rebuilding, accountability, transparency, and mutual healing. Bunnie made it clear that the cheating happened during a version of Jelly Roll that no longer exists. She explained that his sobriety, career growth, therapy, and spiritual evolution have transformed him. When he speaks about that dark time now, he does so from a place of remorse, not repetition. Her message was not meant to romanticize pain or excuse betrayal, but to acknowledge that people can change and relationships can evolve if both partners are devoted to doing the hard work. And in their case, the work has paid off. Addressing fans. Gratitude and boundaries. One of the strongest parts of Bunnie's response was her message to fans. She thanked those who reached out with love and concern, understanding that the scandal created a tidal wave of opinions. However, she also gently reminded the world that while her life may be public, her healing is not a spectacle. She made it clear that she would not tolerate people weaponizing Jelly Roll's past against him when he has already taken responsibility and shown remorse. Bunnie understands that fans can be protective, but she also knows that without forgiveness and growth, no relationship could survive. Her honesty set a boundary many celebrity couples shy away from. She reminded everyone that behind the fame are two people trying to navigate a deeply intimate issue that social media cannot fix or define. A marriage rebuilt, not ruined to those hoping for a scandal or a breakup announcement. Bunnie's response delivered a message they probably didn't expect. The couple is still very much united. Her statement showed that healing did not break her, it built her. Jelly Roll's confession resurfacing in the public eye may have felt humiliating to many, but for Bunnie, it simply reopened a chapter she had already closed. She revealed that their marriage today is stronger, calmer, and more secure than it ever was. They communicate openly, attend counseling, and prioritize honesty every single day. She emphasized that transparency has become a foundation of their relationship, a direct result of working through betrayal rather than pretending it never occurred. Owning her story, one of the most powerful elements of Bunnie's message was that she reclaimed her narrative. For too long, Public opinion has painted her as merely the partner of a rising country superstar, a woman defined by someone else's mistakes. Today, she reminded the world that she is more than a headline. She is a woman who has survived her own battles, made her own choices, and built her own career and identity. Her strength didn't come from ignoring the past, but from facing it head-on, choosing forgiveness, and demanding better from the man she loves, and watching him rise to that expectation. Where they go from here, in closing her statement, Bunnie didn't offer promises, dramatic declarations, or unrealistic fantasies. She simply said they are moving forward, hand in hand, committed to each other, and committed to continued growth. She acknowledged that the world may always have opinions, but their relationship is not a public debate. It's a partnership between two imperfect people choosing one another every day. If anything, this moment has proven what many fans already suspected. Their love is not fragile. It is tested, strengthened, and deeply rooted in truth. And now that Bunnie has finally spoken, the narrative shifts, not towards scandal, but toward survival, accountability, and the resilience of a relationship built not on perfection, but on undeniable devotion.